Hey everybody, welcome back to Baseline Farms. My name is Jade. Hope everyone's doing well. So I have been busy working over here in the cottage. Look how nice and clean it looks on the outside. I still have a bunch of stuff right over here that I need to go out and dump in our little compost pile that we have in our field. And then I have all these extra buckets. Yeah, it's so nice. Let me show you what the inside looks like. So I have not painted any of the shelves yet, and it's kind of organized, but yeah, so this is what it's looking like right now. So nice and clean. Everything is like off the ground except for these big containers right over here, which we do have an area that we keep these at, so I'm going to go and put those out in the field area. But other than that, everything looks so nice and clean and organized. I love it. So, and I'm really liking this this decomposed granite over here. It has been so nice, and the dogs like it. They've been hanging out over here, keeping me company. And then I started some more seeds, you guys. Let me show you all the seeds that we started. So I started some flower seeds is what we did. Let me show you how tall the grass is. Right. I don't even know if this camera gives it any justice, but if you can see all that right there, all that grass right over there, that used to be like cut down, mowed down by our horse Bella. John and I were just talking about it today, about how much grass she ate and how much, I mean, we haven't had to mow. We didn't have to mow at all. Look this, we have this trellis. So we got this when we got the cottage. So the cottage was given to us from a shopping center that we do the containers, and they were just going to get rid of it. So then we scooped it up. They asked if we wanted it because they knew I had a garden. And at first we were going to put it in the garden, but then it looked so cute outside of the garden. And so this came with it. They had this one also. It was a clothing store that was going out of business as well, or closing or moved or something like that. Hey, you guys, the dogs are barking at something. And so they gave us this trellis here because I think they had like clothes hanging on it, or I think it's some sort of decor. But I think I'm going to spray paint it black. And then John, because it has a bottom piece right here like that, because it was like a decoration, we're going to like dig a hole and bury it into the ground to, make it look like an actual trellis. Isn't that so cute? So now this doorway, let me show you. Isn't that so cute? It's really going to kind of frame the door, really make the entrance look bigger. So that's going to look so cute. I can't wait. I could probably hang some hanging plants or something like that on the top. But yeah, John's going to dig this in there so it's more stable, and it's going to be like door height, or, maybe just a little bit taller. But isn't that so cute? That's going to look so nice. I almost forgot to show you. So a while back, I bought some tulle. This is the tulle that I bought, and this is what I'm going to be using to cover my seeds come summer when I start planting like some squash and things like that. Even though we did plant some zucchini, I'm going to succession sow. So look how much smaller that is. That's way smaller. So this is what I was using. And do you see how big that is? The claws of the birds would just, yeah, stick right in there, or they would fit right in there. I don't even know how they did it, you guys. But they would make their way, and they would eat the vegetables and eat the seeds. But this, I think, is going to work way better. So today I started some seeds. I started some flower seeds, a bunch of flower seeds. So let me show you what is popping up in my little seed trays. And I do need to separate the tomatoes also, you guys. So many things. And then my broccoli and spinach, I don't think they're doing too well. So over here in this tray, I have some spinach, but do you see how puny it looks? So tiny. And some broccoli, and it looks so tiny. And then over here, this is our basil, and then some more spinach, super tiny. And then here are some eggplants right here, and then some more basil. And we only have one purple basil right there. Got little purple spots on it. And then over here, here are our tomatoes, doing so well. But I do need to separate them because they're kind of like all tight in these little cells. And then these are our artichokes, which I'm going to plant these all around the garden. And then over here, we started these are the ones that we started yesterday, the cucumbers and the winter squash. That's that. And then over here in this one, This is all the flowers that I started. And I did start one butternut squash up there. But yeah, so I'm just keeping those in the trays. And now because the nights haven't been too cool, I can store them inside. So I can store them inside the cottage now because the nights, they haven't been getting down to like the 20s. My goodness, you guys, look at all this. I need to come out here and harvest all these broccoli crowns and a bunch of these carrots before they go to seed. Now these, I definitely want to go to seed. I want to collect some broccoli seeds. So I'm assuming that these little pods right here, all these little pods, let me show you. Those right there, I'm assuming those are the seeds. I'm not too sure. I've never done it before and I should Google it and I can, you know, I'll probably look it up and find out. Turn off this drip. So you guys, we are heading out right now and we're going to go check out some baby goats. It is time. We're going to go check out a mama goat. We're going to go and try the milk. I'm so excited. We have to run to the feed store real fast. Come on, guys. We have to run to the feed store real fast before we go and check out the goats. So we're going to go and do that. And then when we see, oh my goodness, I got to get some mosquito repellent. And my sweater is so dirty. This is my junkie sweater. I was going to paint today, and this sweater has a bunch of stains on it. Look at that. And so now this is going to be used for my painting clothes. Because I was going to, my idea was I was going to paint the cottage and the inside, but, you know, I had to clean out the outside first before I can go and clean up and start painting and things. All right, so let me go and grab my things and then we're gonna go check out this baby goat and the mama goat. The mama goat, she had quadruplets and so all the babies died, unfortunately, but she's in milk. And so they're looking to downsize their herd. So we're looking into purchasing her. And I guess she's a really good milker. She's been giving them a half a gallon a day. Is that right? Or every milking. So half a gallon every milking session. We're about to find out. All right, so let's go and head out there and then we'll talk goats in just a little bit. Okay, so it is the next day. We were going to go see the lambs, but yesterday was prom night, you guys. So they ended up getting, you know, held up with prom stuff. So here we are. And you guys, I already tasted the milk and I'll show you the milk once we go back in the house. It is so good. It actually tastes just like cow's milk and it's so delicious. So we're over here at our friend's house who have the goats and she's feeding a baby goat right now that needs to be bottle fed. So we're going to go inside and see this bottle fed baby and then she's going to show me how to milk in the mama goat that we might be getting. So this is the mama right here that is in milk right now. And how old is she? She's 5. So she's 5 years old. And so this is the one that she had quadruplets, right? And one was stuck and made all the other babies, you know, not, yeah, they passed out before they could come out. So that's a real bummer. So she's the one that needs to be milked. And she has good size udders, like really good size.
They could be so much bigger too with more milking and continuous. Because right now we're only milking her once a day. So if she was milked twice a day, they would easily double.
Oh, that's good.
What was that thing that they said?
That is good. All right, so we're going to go inside and we're going to look at the little baby that she's feeding. Oh, look at the little baby. Who doesn't love little babies? So now you had some boar crosses
with Nubians. Yeah, so all of the white goats in here right now, the babies, some of them have poopy butts because they've been eating a little too much of mom's grain right now.
Oh.
So, but they're growing big and strong, but they are my daughter's very first Nubian crossbreeds, and they turned out really well, honestly, and the moms are all doing really great with them. First time mom has a lot of them, so
oh, good, good.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
So all of the darker brown babies that are in the pen right now, those are bucklings, and those would be our full-blood Nubians. Unfortunately, we didn't get any full-blood Nubian doelings this year, but we did get a lot of bucklings.
So beautiful. And these are all Nubians as well,
yes,
right?
Yes. All of these moms in here are Nubians. every
so
mom in
cute.
here. And then we
Hi.
had a boar buck that went ahead and bred to these Nubians. And so then we got some crossbreeds.
And so you said that the boar crossbreeds, it's like a boar Nubian crossbreed. They do produce quite a bit of milk.
They
and
do
cream
produce
as
a
well.
lot of milk, and it's high fat content as well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So delicious.
Yep. So
he's now, do you need to pasteurize the milk in order to drink it?
To drink it, yes.
Okay.
You should pasteurize it to drink it. This needs to be adjusted. Yeah.
To be on the safe side, right?
Yeah, do an extra precautionary because these babies are getting real curious.
Look at this one. Hi, Mama.
There we go.
Hi, Mama.
Yes, so we do pasteurize it to drink it, depending on the baby and if it's from mom to same baby, or if it's even being sold on market, then we necessarily don't always pasteurize that milk, but we clean, we test clean on our herd every year. So we don't have any diseases or anything that can be cross-transferred between moms and babies right now.
Now, how long do you keep them in milk before you breed them again and before we have to,
So my daughter usually, so this was a later breeding than normal. Usually she has them in milk for 5 to 6 months of the year and then dries them up for about 3 months and then breeds them again.
Okay. So almost like twice a year.
Yeah.
Right?
It's kind of like it overlaps a little bit. It depends on when she wants to breed. This year she went ahead and stretched it out. She did a little bit later of a breeding. Normally they're born in February. This time they're born in March.
Oh, very nice.
So she did 1 month later to allow her less milking before fair. And so she doesn't have to milk for a whole nother month.
And so this is the milk that we drank.
Yes. Yep.
My gosh, Johnny, what do you think?
Delicious.
Right? Tastes just like cow's milk, huh?
Yes.
Almost couldn't even taste the difference.
Yep. Yeah.
Right?
That's how I felt when I tasted it for the first time. I was like, wow, this is surprising.
I couldn't even tell the difference.
Yeah,
oh,
that it wasn't.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're going to learn how to milk.
Yes. We're going to learn.
So she doesn't need a stanchion. So I was going to go out and get a stanchion.
Yeah, we don't always need a stanchion with our mamas. Because Sarabi is such a bigger girl, in order to get her on a stanchion to hold her size, you would have to do a much wider stanchion for her. She wasn't stanchion broke from the beginning, so she didn't go on the stanchion easily, but we do have a wider stanchion for her. But she's so easy and so loving that I can squat down right here and just milk her.
Without tying her up.
Without tying her up. Yeah,
nice.
She's so loving. She's so sweet. She's so calm when you're with her. She just loves human interaction. This one. So some of them aren't always that way. Temperaments are different with each animal. So some of them are not very loving. They're very independent. Leave me be, and I'll take care of my own animals, babies. And then some of them really want you there the whole time.
She seems really loving.
She is.
She is.
And she's more loving, honestly, since she lost her claws. To be honest.
That's
and
really
it
sad.
made me very sad because it made me realize how great of a mom she would have been. She wanted something to love and clean and care for and take care of. And so I wished that she would have at least had one to take care of, because I think she thinks I am her baby sometimes, because when I'm down there milking her, she gives me those mommy loves and nips and, licks, like, they encourage their babies to eat. So I'm always like, I'm eating, mama, I'm taking the milk. Yeah. So we will milk her.
Okay. Time for some milking.
All right.
All right, so first she's cleaning out the udders.
And this is just hot soapy water, nothing special, just regular old Dawn soap, all that extra debris inside your milk. We do an extra straining of our milk just to make sure any hairs or anything that might be caught are taken care of. Just grab my jar. Wide mouth jar is best.
Okay.
And we give it a squeeze.
She's like, what is this camera, Mama?
I know. She's like, hold on.
It's okay.
It's okay, baby. You're trying to lick me. Let's bring her in this pen so she can't back out so much. You can come in here too, Jade, if you want. Come on, Robbie. Come on, baby. There we go. There we go. Okay, I don't know how well your angle's going to be though. Which way do you want to go? This way?
That's good. Yep.
Okay,
Perfect.
perfect. So then we just give it a nice squeeze. And she's just going to nibble on me the whole time.
How long does it usually take you to
About
milk her
5
out?
minutes.
Now she'll fill up that whole jar?
Yeah, she should fill up this whole jar.
And is that usually normal, the amount of milk, or sometimes they give you more or less, or it depends?
Usually they give more, honestly, because she's only being milked out once a day right now and she doesn't have constant babies on her. She is not producing as much as the other goats, but I think that she is producing a great amount for a mama who isn't being milked continuously.
Okay, that's good. So if I were to milk her more,
Yeah, she will produce more.
More.
Yes.
How long will it take them to dry out?
Huh?
How long will it take them to dry out?
Probably about 2 to 3 months. And so
wow.
that's why she spaces, my daughter spaces the breeding out. She waits till they're dried up and then we'll breed them out.
So it would take her a long time to dry out.
It does take them a while to dry completely. They still have a little bit of milk and still able to produce a little bit for a long time. They still drop just a little bit.
And so if you just continue to milk them, even if they just continue to
that's
produce
what
more
they
and
say.
more.
They say if you just kept milking, they would keep producing.
That's crazy.
So,
that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's a lot off of that one udder.
Yeah. And so now she's slowing down. So I'm going to go ahead and switch sides. I'm going to grab the other side. I do like, sorry. I do like to get it from the other side. Yeah. So let me turn her. Oh, sorry,
no,
Jade.
No.
Come on, Mama. You're going to go towards Jade.
Oh, come on, girl.
Go towards Jade. Okay. You're okay.
Good girl.
Now this is a bad angle for you, huh?
It's all right. It's all right. There we go. I know, Mama. That's a lot. Wow, that's super exciting.
Yeah. So the more you milk her, if you ended up getting her, Jade, the more you milked her, the more she will produce. She will fill up gallon jars, no problem. Her sister is a star milker, and they come from the exact same kidding, the same herd, same mom, same dad. You know, so she has got potential. But her sister has had 4 sets of babies. She had her first set this year.
Oh, wow. So they're great with quadruplets.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. We've never had quads. She's our first quad mama.
Wow. How many dolings does she have?
2
bucklings.
2 bucklings, 2 dolings.
Oh.
Yeah. So now this jar is getting pretty full. I'm going to go ahead and dump it, and then I'm going to get back to it. So we're going to dump it into the big canister.
Okay.
It's out here. Can you dump this into the big canister for me? I'll do a slow pour.
This is going to be a good video.
Yeah, good. I've never been on video before, Jade.
Do you use that milk to feed the other goats?
I do. Yep. Straight from mom's teat to the bottle to the baby. Yeah. Come on. I got a little more to do. Come on. Come on.
Say that again.
Come on.
Especially when the babies are first born, and if the mom doesn't,
there you go.
You have to make sure they get the colostrum, so you have to get them the milk for the next 24 to 48 hours.
That's important.
Yeah, very important.
Right in the very beginning, right? So then you just pump it out right from the beginning, get the colostrum.
Yeah, I steal the mom's colostrums every year. Every time they have kids, I will steal at least 1 udder full of colostrum, because you never know when a baby's going to drop and mom won't accept it. Like little Miss over there, the little girl right there, her mom had triplets and she just didn't want her. Or I'm sorry, she had twins and she didn't want her. She only wanted the buckling, and there was nothing wrong with her. Normally, moms will reject them if there's something wrong with them, but there was nothing wrong with her.
Aww.
Yeah, so we bottle fed her, and now she's a bottle baby. Yeah, they follow you everywhere, bottle babies do.
Now, what are you going to do with this little girl right here?
My daughter's thinking about keeping her and breeding her.
That's going to be nice.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
She is. With
Yeah.
milking, they all have their own little personality. Some of them kick, some of them fuss, some of them lick you. Just depends.
Looks good, Mama.
Yeah, so that's probably about good. We'll leave just a tiny bit in there. They say to leave a little bit in to keep production going.
Okay. So don't dry her all off.
Yes.
That's it.
I'm gonna pour that, and I will start on the next one.
There you go. It's
So
already recording. Don't worry, I'll edit it out.
Good job. Good job. You did good. You showed her. You fought with Nutty today this morning. I see you got a bump on your head. Because we've been keeping her separate and pinning her and then switching everybody around and letting her out. Because sometimes when moms lose all of their babies, they will be on a baby hunt and they will try to steal somebody else's babies.
Does she let that baby nurse on her?
No. So we did kind of like
yeah.
see if that would work, but she was a little older. So if she was freshly born, we might have been able to, but we weren't able to with her.
Bummer.
Yeah. So we had to keep her separate while the others just had their babies so that she didn't cause any issues and try to steal someone's babies. And then it becomes a fight between the moms and yeah. So, but she wants to be a mom so bad. I feel so bad for her. Okay. Let's see. Let's see who we're going to do next. See if I can get Nala. So Nala is probably our worst milker, but our best milker. Like the best milk. This is your baby. Let me get your baby. Come on. Come on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is Sarabi's full-blood sister. Out,
so
Sarabi. Sarabi, you got to go out, honey. She's going to get mad at you, honey. I'm sorry, baby.
Come on, girl.
I'm sorry.
And this is the one that had the other quadruplets?
So she had triplets. And we think what had happened because it happened in the middle of the night, early morning. She always gives birth early morning, middle of the night by herself. She's the one that doesn't want anybody ever around. She's fine. Let me do it. She had triplets this year. We woke up in the morning. 2 of them were passed. 1 was still alive. We think what had happened because this is her 5th set of babies. They came so fast that she didn't get them cleaned off in time. So, and they were beautiful big bucklings, 3 triplet bucklings. 1 survived. Okay, are you going to be a good girl for me? You going to be a good girl for me?
Yeah.
I don't want to have to put you on the stand. You've been good every other day. Okay, here we go. Good job. So it's so much nicer. We have spent years of dragging them to the stands. Every time we want to milk them. And now we're at this point where we're able to just squat down.
With them, the better it gets, right?
Yeah. And it's just, I feel like it's more of a relaxed environment for them if they're in their pen with their baby, rather than me dragging them out, separating them from their baby while I put them on the stand. It just causes that extra stress, really.
Hi. What's her name again?
This is Nala. And Nala is a champion goat from Sac Fair.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Easy. What's going on? It's okay.
And she has some good sized udders. So does she. She has good udders too.
She has really nice udders, yeah. And that's what I feel like Sarabi has the potential to be this big and this full. Because she will easily fill this jar up on each side. Wow. No problem. I'll leave a little bit in that side, and I'm going to start taking from this side.
And then her little baby will just drink.
Yeah, he'll keep it going. He'll keep her flowing. He'll make more production because the bigger this udder is, the better she's going to show up fair. And that's what the judges want to see in the ring is a nice, big, full udder that is easy to get to, easy to milk, easy for babies to nurse off of. That's what they're really judging on. as well as conformation, body structure, composition, all of that. But
Yeah.
really, they want to see in dairy, they want to see a nice big udder.
Full of milk.
So milking and allowing a baby to nurse all day is going to just up that production. The one thing you have to be careful of when you have uneven numbers, 1, 3 babies at a time, is that they will make the udder uneven sometimes and pick a left or a right side.
Nice.
So this mom's pretty good about making her baby eat on both sides. Let's make sure, see if we're even. We are not even. I have to
Wow, look
get
at
that. And so we are easily, so we have, see how there's a little bit of debris.
Yeah. And then you strain that out.
You know what I didn't do?
You didn't clean it.
Yes, I missed a step. I got a little too antsy, but that's okay because we'll be cleaning and pasteurizing anyway.
Nice.
Let me go back and clean that udder up and then I'll finish up. Come on. Come on. This is how we started.
So how we're gonna
clean the udder.
The
Yeah.
udder.
Oh. Are you sensitive today? It's warm.
Oh.
Hold on.
She's like, not today, Mama.
Yeah, she's like, I'm eating. Come here, Nala. We'll do it in there. I'll get you in there. Come back over to your baby.
She's like, I like this stall better.
You want to do it that one? Where'd my jar go?
All right. So now this one is
This is our kicker.
it's a star kicker.
Yes.
And a champion milker.
God. Here we go. You're okay. Okay.
All right. So this is the champion milker right here.
Yes, this is one of our champion milkers. We have one more champion milker, Nutty, but this is Nala. And
she can fill up 2.
And Nala was also attacked by 2 German shepherds and almost died.
Oh no.
She was in the hospital for 10 days at Loomis
You
Basin.
were telling me about this one.
And then she went off to win champion. And she's still producing babies and she's still producing great milk and she's doing great. This is one that will never leave the farm.
Nice.
She will be here forever.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Let me get just a little bit more from this side. All right. Okay. All right.
All right.
So we'll call
That's the
that
second
good
jar.
for her. I'm actually going to take her and her put in 2.
So this one
Just
had
so that
2
she can
babies.
stay.
And look at those udders. Holy
2 bucklings.
moly. Yeah. Taking a little video of your behind, girl.
Come on.
She's like, nope, I just
Come
want to eat.
I know.
Look
Like,
at that
I was eating my
face.
breakfast. All right.
Oh, look at
Clean
those
up these
udders.
Udders. These
Okay,
teats.
okay.
Looks like you
Oh,
gooped a
wow.
little something back here. Hold on.
Look at those. Can you
Hold on.
see
That's
that?
soapy water. You don't want that. You don't want that. Okay.
How many times has
the
this one had
jar.
babies?
This is her fourth set.
Now, how
Yeah.
many times can you breed them before you call it quits and say
Some
enough's
people
enough?
breed them for 7 years and retire them, some 10, some all the way up as long as they're producing healthy babies and they're still
Wow.
dropping, healthy babies. Can you grab the jar for
Oh,
me?
yes, yes.
Okay, night girl, you ready? Here we go. Big
Here
old
we
tight
go.
udders. Stay. You're good. I know it's tight. Just relax. So the first few squeezes, when it's real full and tight, they might get real uncomfortable. And then they should start relaxing. This should feel good to them. Should be nice and relaxing to them. Sometimes they'll get stressed because their babies aren't here and they know their babies aren't getting the milk, but this should feel nice. Nutty's also a champion goat. She's won champion.
Oh, wow.
A few times. She's got a few awards. Oh, and she helped Liz go to master showmanship. She's her showmanship goat. Easy. 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 Easy.
Now the one where we're
Nutty.
looking at, what's her name again? This one?
That is Sarabi.
Sarabi.
Yes. Nutty. Relax. Girl.
How many times has Sarabi had babies?
This is her first set.
Oh.
Yeah, so she was with, so Sarabi, we got her from the same person that we got Nala from, our champion girl, the one who just milked. But we got her just this last year. And so the breeder who bred her in Nala sold her to somebody else. Somebody else had her for a few years and then said, well, we're not going to breed her. Do you want her back? So then the breeder took her back and then called me and said, do you want Nala's sister? So it's okay. Maddie, easy. Maddie, is it because your babies aren't in here? They're fine. You see them? Those are her babies.
Ooh.
They're fine. They're fine, Nettie. Do I need to pull you out on the stand? We'll do the stand with you then. You're a good stanchion goat. We'll do a stanchion for her. Come on. Come on. We're going to go out. Be careful. A couple of them might try to get out on you. Nope, never mind.
Get it. I'm one step ahead of you guys. I'm no amateur.
Come on. Come on, Nettie. Come on. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Stay right there.
Lock up this gate.
You're probably
So
gonna...
this lady needs to be on the stanchion.
Yeah, she's being fussy this morning. Normally she's just fine, but today...
Because of the camera.
Yeah. Camera, different people. Her babies are oversleeping in the corner. She's trying to eat her breakfast. She's just upset altogether.
We're just messing up her rhythm.
Yeah.
Plus, they got a late start. Prom night was last night. So.
Yeah, it was. And it was a late night. Goodness, but it went great. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
So exciting.
Yeah. I can't believe it.
When their kids are getting older and now they're moving on to different things.
And she'll be starting UC Davis in the fall.
That is so
I
exciting.
know. That was her dream school.
Look at all that. Okay, so that foam on the top now.
It's just from squirting in.
Okay. I was like, is that cream?
Yeah, I know, right? Pretty much. These are one of the highest fat content goats. Next to them is Nigerian dwarfs, but Nigerian dwarfs don't produce as much. They're much smaller udders.
It's going to be awesome. Is your daughter sleeping in?
Is she a little bit? She has to work at 10, so she might already be gone for the day. I don't know what time it is, but it's probably getting close around there.
That looks good.
And we have a milking machine too, where you just hook it up and you turn it on and it'll milk them out.
It's just not necessary, huh?
It's not really, honestly.
If I have
it's more,
the one.
Yeah, it's more of a process than anything. And I always just double check, make sure we're still looking even, or, you know, once I'm all done, I'll make sure both sides are nice and even. Something else my daughter gets judged on is the evenness of the udders. And I normally don't do this milking, to be honest. This is all Liz. I don't do this. So I'm like, she's taught me. I help cover when she can't for some reason, but it's all on her. And I gave her,
this is her daughter's business.
Yeah.
So she's just helping.
I gave her
for the ride.
Yeah, I gave her last night off for prom, and I gave her this morning off to sleep in because of prom. But other than that, I come out and I hand her the jar. I dump the jar. That's my job. This is her job.
What are mamas for?
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So exciting.
Yeah.
All right. So this is our milking experience, and I'm super excited because, yeah, I'm really excited to bring her home. You see her so cute. Amazing. Let me turn you around and zoom in. Look at those sweet babies.
Yeah.
Fast asleep. So stinking cute.
Yeah.
And they're hairy.
Take it out. I need to. Yeah.
So cute, girl. Right. So we're gonna try this out.
Yep. So you're just gonna grab the teat. Have you milked before?
Never.
Okay. So you're just gonna grab it and you're gonna close all your fingers and pulling down.
Okay, girl. I know my hands are cold. Sorry. I feel like I'm pulling her titty off.
There you go.
And then I wait until
It's
it's
kind of like this.
oh, like a balloon.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it, girl. Oh, that's easy. Easy. Oh, you can feel the milk drop. I feel like I'm squeezing it too hard.
No, you're fine. She'll let you know. She'll kick or she'll let you know if it's uncomfortable. Because sometimes they don't mind like long squirts, and then sometimes they want those little pulse squirts. It just
All right, now does it look even? I don't want to squeeze out too
a little
much.
more. I think I overdid last night. I don't know what I was expecting.
It's gonna take me like an hour to milk.
No, you'll get the hang of it.
You're
And you
looking at
start
how-
moving
how level they are?
your hand. Yeah, so you want to make sure that the udder's getting even on both sides. You're milking out. A couple more squirts and then you're probably good. Send her back with her boys.
Oh, this is quite enjoying.
It is, isn't it?
Just to
It's
watch
kind
the milk
of like,
squirt out.
yeah, it's like it calms
Satisfying.
you down and slows down. It's like you got focused. You're good. All right. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
We almost filled up that jar 3 times for her.
So nice.
Good job,
All
Nutty
right, now
girl.
we gotta
Yep.
take you off
No,
of
you
this
you're on the right side. On loop.
silly
Yep.
thing, right?
Drop collar. Yeah. Her udder. Her udder. Oh. Nutty, where are you going? You're not going back to your old pen. Come back. Wrong way. You're going back to your babies, Sam. She's like,
I left them.
because that's so funny because that's the routine. When she's out in the other pen, come up here, get milk, turn around, and go back to your pen. So I wonder if she was on like this routine. Are you ready? You're ready. You don't even have a collar on? Okay. Okay.
A few of these girls don't have colors on them.
Well, I stole one of their collars, and it might have been hers to put on Sarabi. Come on.
Ooh, she has
Come on.
some big little
Come on.
boobies.
Go. Come on.
Oh, we got to get the bucket of water.
Yes, bucket of soapy water I left in there. Hopefully nobody's bugging it. Oops. That's why my daughter does it. So my daughter's in charge. She would never
Ever forget the
She
bucket
would
of
never forget the
water.
bucket.
Oh.
Get back.
Oh, get back. They try to bomb the gate. Okay.
All right. So let me try this.
Yep. Okay. So you're going to get
first-
a soapy rag.
Soapy rag.
Yeah, you're going to clean the back of the udder and the teats.
Back of the
And
other
all
one and
under.
the teats.
So, yeah.
Like how far back?
That's good. You're good. You just
then-
want to eliminate any debris or anything, dropping down into the milk as much as possible. It happens. There's nothing you can do about it. But
Okay, that looks
that's
good.
why my daughter also shaves the udders. The only udder she didn't shave was Sarabi. She didn't get to it in time. So,
Okay.
so Sarabi's udder did not get shaved in time. But,
Now,
yep. You got it. And you'll feel the difference. One of her teats is much smaller than the other because one is nursed on more than the other. And she's a little fidgeter. You can see that. Doing good, Rosemary.
it's supposed to just have a little.
Sarabi,
Oh,
calm
here we
down.
go. Okay, I got it now.
Got it.
All right, girl, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm doing it. I'm doing
Yeah.
it. All right. Here, sweetie, open your mouth. Let me squirt some in there.
Fresh from the
Fresh from the booby. Here you
Uh-huh.
go.
I just panicked out there because I thought we had to go. I forgot that I checked the
Oh my God, you're so funny.
Yeah,
You're-
here's a goat, Mommy.
That's so funny.
Oh, I can do this.
No, you're doing good. Yeah.
Careful, girl. Don't
I
fall
know.
off.
Stand.
All right, girl. Oopsie daisy.
She's probably like, I thought I was a
Oopsie-daisy.
good girl to stay in the pen.
How much do we just keep squeezing it until the milk
Yeah,
doesn't come out
you'll
anymore?
feel it slow down, and then you feel
Oh.
very empty. The teat all of a sudden will not bell back up anymore like it does. It'll just go deflate.
Okay.
And that's fine. Her baby should have already eaten breakfast. They're actually down for a nap right now, so she'll have time to reproduce before they're hungry again.
How many times do they reproduce?
They'll keep on pushing. It'll be 30 minutes and she'll have plenty of milk again. Mm-hmm.
So in 30 minutes you can milk them again.
Yeah, but not as much. You're not going to get as much, but you can definitely probably get at least as much as you have in that jar right now.
Oh, wow.
They produce a lot and pretty quickly. They reproduce their milk real fast. They're on good grain. That's another thing, is to keep them in high production of milk. You want a good quality of grain with lots of protein and fat in it. So Liz feeds Dairy 16, but her feed store also has a lactating goat feed. And so you can also get that. She does Dairy 16 for the simple fact that price effective. She's paying for all of her own feed and all of her own things, and she saves about $4 a bag on Dairy 16 versus lactating goat. Lactating goat is going to give you a little bit more boom on your udder, so she will switch over right before fair to pop the udder out, but right now she just does the Dairy 16, which is the same that we feed to our cows, and so we just buy a whole pallet.
Sorry, girl.
Hey there.
Sorry,
Doing good.
girl. All right. Do you keep on going?
How are you feeling?
No, it's still going.
Yeah. And this other side's even bigger, so you're probably going to get a lot more. And it's got a bigger teat, like Nutty's teat, so it's a lot easier to handle. The smaller teats just make it a little bit harder to get your grip on. Thankfully, Sarabi has big teats too, so just like Nala.
I never thought I was going to be talking about tits.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh, I like the big tits
compared to the small tits. I like the big tits with the big teats on them.
The bigger the titties, the better.
The better. You're gonna get flagged for that one. What is she promoting over here?
So funny. What are you guys doing today?
Nothing. I don't think we have any plans. I really need to get my nails done because I broke a nail yesterday, hustling Liz all around for all her prom appointments.
Where'd they go to dinner?
Gorgeous. We did a dinner, like a private dinner at one of the girls' aunt's house. We had I picked up food catered by my aunt, sister-in-law's catering company that she works for. So we went ahead and catered. They had filet mignons and mashed potatoes and pasta and salad. Yeah, that's good. You can go over to the other side.
Very nice. Did you know Real Linda has a sushi place?
Yeah, they just got it right here. Yeah, Liz wants to try it. Is it?
It's good.
Yeah? Oh, I'll have to try it. Liz wants to try it. It was packed last night. So sometimes it takes a second to break the seal. This one is one that isn't getting favored. Here, let me see.
That needs a lot of milk out of it.
There we go. Okay.
So this one's going to need firm, a lot more firm on your pull down.
Oh, okay.
You feel that?
Yeah.
So this was the side that was nursed on only from her baby last year. They only nursed on this side. And so she had one single Nigerian dwarf Nubian mix, and he just loved one side of her teat, and that's all he ever milked on. So she got uneven teats and uneven udder from that.
Can they come back to being even?
We're able to blow them up for fair where they're even and full and they look good, but there's nothing we can do about the teat size. The teat size stays the same, so she'll always have one bigger teat than the other for shows.
What do you mean blow them up?
Just pump them up, just let them really fill. So when Liz takes them to fair to show them and show their quality and their milk content and all that, she doesn't milk them out for 24 hours solid. So they just blow up. Yeah, they just balloon out. I mean, the girls could barely walk. Sometimes the udders are squirting milk in the ring. Yeah. And so
poor babies.
Yes, because the judge needs to see how big that udder can really get. How much milk can that udder hold? If you just keep and if you just keep your hand right on the teat and just keep going like this, then you shouldn't have to pulling down.
Like this?
It might be better with your other hand too. So what I do is I kind of pinch off with my forefinger and my thumb, and then I drop my fingers down. So I pinch and then I drop. I know, get that. So pinch, drop, and then you never have to let go.
I see.
Sorry, I just squirted you right there. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, girl.
Pinch with that, and then drop. Four fingers, drop. Yes.
There we go. Okay.
How's that feel?
That's better.
Okay. Kind of got to get your own rhythm and your own way. Liz milks different than I do too. So we all.
She's probably milking with two hands.
Yeah, she some of these. Yeah, I see them at fair, and you'll see them with two hands going at the same time. I'm like,
That's gonna be me.
Yeah, you're gonna be awesome
me
like
out
that.
there, like,
heck yeah. She's like, yeah.
They used to only milk them with just the milking machines.
Yeah, that's what I was telling her. We have a milking machine, but after years of doing it with the milking machine, we kind of just moved it to the side. We use it occasionally, but really our hands are where it's at. It's quicker. You get a better milk out. It's just, I don't know. And then some milk machines have too much pressure on the mom, so it's very uncomfortable for them. You can cause cracks. They won't suck the same. Yeah. So there's all kinds of other issues. Good.
All kinds of other issues.
Yeah.
There we go. How's that?
Well, she probably needs a little more on that side. Get out most of these hairs.
This is so exciting, girl. Thank you for letting me milk
Just a
you.
little bit more on that side, and then we'll be even. And then we'll send her in with her babies, and then they'll continue to suck and be like, produce even more, Mom. Produce more. They took it. So we need more milk. So now all the milk that we're taking is going to add with the milk that she has to produce with them. And then that's how Liz is going to end up with this really nice full udder. Yeah, I think you're about there. It's about good, Jade.
No, we can get more.
I know. There's more in there. I know it. Give us.
I can squeeze it all out, girl.
Good job. Okay, that was our last one that we're milking, because the only other one with babies is Lady, and she is so even, and those babies are huge, and they're taking every drop from her right now. So she doesn't have a collar, but she should go back to her babies. We'll see. Okay, we'll see how Rosemary's going to be. Come on, Rosemary.
Okay.
Come on.
Right here. There we go.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Good girl. All
okay.
Right. Okay. And that's it.
That's it, girl.
That's it.
We're going to talk about you behind your back when we get into the truck.
Yeah.
So this is all the milk that they received from those ladies. So that's quite a bit.
Yeah. Grab that bottle.
So that container holds approximately 2 gallons. So it's about 1.5 gallons. So that's quite a bit of milk. And for us, one of those little liters, and you're thinking every day, you're milking every day. So you're not accumulating. You're not going to drink that much milk every single day. So you're accumulating quite a bit of milk from milking. So look at that. Yeah. That's amazing. We're going to go inside. We're going to talk goat stuff. And then let's
process the milk.
And process milk. All right. So she's showing me her method of how she cools down the milk. Yes. So she has a bowl right here. She has a pot. She'll fill up the pot full of ice.
Yes, ice and water. Yeah, to make it nice and cold. And then we'll set this metal bowl on top. And then once the milk is pasteurized in here, then it's going to be very hot, and it's going to need to cool down to 40 degrees. So we'll pour it in here. We'll stir it for a few minutes. It'll take about 5 minutes, 10 tops, to cool it all the way down to 40 degrees. And then we'll go ahead and store it in the fridge. For consumption.
So now she's gonna show us how she pasteurizes the milk.
Here we go. We just use a metal fine strainer, strain out any big pieces of debris or air. And we're gonna take the milk and we're gonna pour it in there. And then this is going to help catch anything else that might be floating around in there that came off of the goat, the hair, the teeth, the hoof, anything that they might have got in there. So now, you can see how it caught some hairs that didn't, make the first. So, and now
then you do it again.
Yeah. So now We're gonna rinse this back out. Make sure that's hot.
And I know I'm sure there's other strainers that you can use to get inside to really do
Yes,
the extra.
and there are really fine strainers, and that's where we need to get a better strainer than this option. Cheesecloth is another option. So there's many other options to choose from in order to make sure that you are getting your milk as clean as possible.
Perfect.
So we're actually going to do that one more time. One more time. Let's see if we can get just a little bit more.
That was so good.
And then we'll strain it again once it comes out of the pasteurizer as well.
Nice.
But yeah, each time it just catches a little bit extra.
I see that.
So you want to try to get as much out of there. But definitely investing in a better strainer. That's something that we are on the lookout for right now. So that would be a lot more helpful. Okay. So now you put the lid on. You're going to drop it down, and there's little grooves in here that are going to snap down into the handles.
Okay.
So you line them up with the handles, and then there's this piece, and this is where the trickiness happens. This is really hard. I'll give this a rinse too. To latch in. So you put it on, and it's going to latch underneath these handle hooks.
Okay.
But you have to line this ball up with the hole because you're closing out any air that can get in. You're going to push down on both sides and latch it under. Oops, sorry. No, you're good.
Twist it
And then it should be nice and snug. So now it's hooked underneath these handles. Now you can snap the handle down. The handle down.
like so.
Like so. Then you take this hose attachment. You're going to put this on your faucet, and you're going to heat this up with hot water. The hotter, the better, because then it's going to boil a lot faster.
Okay.
So then you shove this down in between the canister and the, make sure I'm all hooked in right. And you're going to fill this up. You're going to take this plug out of this drain hose.
And this drain hose is hooked on to the pot.
To the back, yep. Once this starts draining out, then we are full. And we're going to plug it back up. We're going to take this hose out, and we're going to put the lid on, and we're going to plug it in.
And that's it.
That's it.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
And then it's going to sound a
loud buzzer.
Loud buzzer. That's a good. That's good.
It's a buzzer. Yeah,
buzzer.
That's the word I was thinking of. I'm like, it's like like you got the wrong answer kind of buzzer.
She can hear it across the house.
It's very loud.
And then that'll alarm her that it's done.
Yes, and you have to unplug it immediately and then start cooling it down immediately.
Okay. And that takes around approximately
15 minutes or so.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect.
Yep. Get nice hot water in there.
It's going to be coming out soon.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it should be pouring out.
There it
Yep,
is.
there it goes. We're going to turn it off.
And let the drain excess.
Yep. It doesn't all have to come out, but just the majority so it doesn't overflow.
And then
I'm going to take
the lid on.
that hose out. We're done with that guy. It can drain. And we're going to plug it. No, lid. Sorry, lid. Very important step. Okay. And it just snaps on. There's no turning or anything that goes. It just stops there. And we'll plug it in.
And that's it.
That's it.
15 minutes later.
Now
we
we'll
got
wait for the
pasteurized
buzzer.
milk. Okay, so we were outside and we completely ran in because we were out playing with the goats and it was buzzing. So we just came running and unplugged it.
We're done here.
So we're done.
It shouldn't be too far. We weren't too far off. So now we're going to run cold water in. I got it unplugged here. So it's gonna drain out. We're just gonna let that run so we can bring the temperature down just a little bit before we put it in the ice bath.
And we want to get the temperature down rapidly, right?
Yes, yes, as quickly as we can to 40 degrees or
Okay.
lower. And then we're gonna get it in the fridge.
And it tastes so good, you guys. We're gonna show you what it looks like after she has some pasteurized milk
Yes.
inside, and it tastes so good. It tastes like cow's milk. You can't
Yes.
even taste the difference.
They're-
It's delicious.
Yeah.
Just delicious.
Yes, it is.
And then we were talking about other ways to cool the milk down. You said that if you
Yes.
had another canister like this,
Yes.
you just put it in a pot,
Yeah,
freeze
and then
it, put
freeze
water around it,
Yeah,
freeze
put
it.
water around it and freeze it, and then it will be a frozen 1 unit piece, and then you can pour the milk in there. And the colder that these items are, the quicker you're going to bring down that temperature, and really that's the main goal. We get the temperature down to 40 degrees as quickly as possible.
So bacteria
after.
doesn't
Yes, so
grow?
and it doesn't curdle. We're not thickening. It's not turning into anything other than creamy milk.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
So we're about there. It's coming out lukewarm now. I'm just going to give it another few seconds to keep it cooling down. And then we'll go ahead and pull it out, and we'll open it up and pour
Take a
it into
look.
the ice bath.
Perfect.
Pretty much cooled down, as cool as we're going to get for now. So we're going to go ahead and pull it out. We've got to unlatch this part first. So now we'll release the pressure. Flip the handle up. Pull that bucket out. And now we'll take it over to the ice bath. And now we're going to start into ice bath.
So there's ice in the bottom of this?
Yes, ice water. So a full thing of ice, and then I pour cold water into there, and I'll slowly pour it in here. And you see the steam coming off. It is very hot. So we really need to cool this down. I didn't realize how much we put in here, but this bowl looks like it is just not going to be big enough. So I'm going to have to go with a plan B here.
All right, plan B. I'm going to help her out.
Okay.
All right, so this is our number 2 option right here.
Yeah, so we're just going to dump it in. So right now it's at 99 degrees, 100 degrees. So we're just going to keep it cooled down as much as possible and keep it stirring. So we've got nice cold can touching the milk as often as possible all the way through.
So yeah, you could just freeze this canister.
Yeah, you could freeze this all as 1 unit. Fill a pot with water, put a pot inside of it, set the whole thing in your freezer, and then when it's time, you just pull it out, use it. You can wash it in the sink, and you can put it back in there.
Right.
It would stay as 1 unit. I have seen that, and that's honestly looking like a great option for me right now.
Right? Yes. You should have seen us, guys. This was spilled out all over the place.
We made a
cleaned
mess.
it. We cleaned it up.
We did. We did.
But there's so many uses for goat milk.
Yes.
Like you can make butter, you can make cheeses, you make soap. You and your daughter makes
Yep,
soap.
Yep, she makes soap. See, we're 95 degrees right now, so we've already lowered 5 degrees.
Perfect.
Just stir.
Just a few minutes.
Yeah.
And so yeah, she can make
She does make soap. Yes, she makes goat milk soap. And so to make goat milk soap, you actually want to freeze the milk in the freezer in like ice cube trays.
Oh.
And then you break it down that way, because when you were making goat soap,
but you don't have to pasteurize that.
You don't, no, because the lye, and this is actually something we just researched and looked into a little bit more, because of the lye that you use in making goat milk soap, it heats up. That's a chemical. Lye is a chemical, and it heats the milk up. And so if you have not frozen milk, that milk can curdle while it's heating up with the lye. But the lye rises up to such a temperature that it would kill any bacteria, the same as pasteurizing.
I see. Now, what other methods can you use if you don't have a pasteurizer?
You can boil.
You can boil
You
it?
can boil. I don't know the exact degree, but you just want to boil it to a certain degree. I mean, it was 100 and something when we put it in here, and then you just want to bring it back down. That's all it's really doing in the pasteurizer, is just bringing it to an even boil.
To an even boil for a
The
certain amount of
temperature
time.
For a certain amount of time, yes.
Okay, okay.
Let's see where we're at now.
And around his neck and stuff, and it was all
Now, is this a special thermometer that you use?
88. No, this is just something off of Amazon. I believe it was under 20 bucks.
Okay, so just a regular electrical.
Yeah, regular
okay.
old thermometer.
Nothing fancy.
Set in there. I wish I could lose all my ice.
No.
Ice cubes that we lost in the overflow here.
This is real life, guys.
Yes, this is real.
You should have seen it. It was all over the place.
Yeah. Real farm life is not pretty. It is messy.
It is
and
messy.
If you think it's not, you are mistaken, my friends.
Yes.
Highly mistaken. Somebody lied to you.
Look at all this bread she's made.
Pinterest lied to you.
Look at this. Is this sourdough bread?
It is. Yes.
Look at
homemade
that.
Sourdough.
Isn't that so beautiful? Yeah. Love making sourdough. I need to get one of these little knives for my sourdough bread.
Yes, the bread knife has been a lifesaver
Yeah?
for sourdough.
And it
slicing,
makes the
yes.
slicing even.
It does.
Because
It
mine's
makes-
all wonky.
Yeah, I know. It's hard. It does. It makes it a lot easier.
Is it almost cooled down?
It's getting there. We were at 80 degrees, so we got about 40 more degrees to go.
Do you want to get another?
Bigger batch? And I'm like, oh, I wish I had.
Do you want me to get another pot
Oh,
of ice?
you know what I did last time? I remember. Let me show you guys a little trick. Trick of the trade.
All right, she has a trick of a
pasteurizing and
trade.
Bringing down temp. Clean Ziploc bag, ice pack. Drop it in the Ziploc bag. Drop it in your mouth.
There we go.
Get to stirring. It'll come down now real fast. I forgot I did this last time because I had a bigger batch.
There we go. There's a little trick
Yeah.
to cool down your milk.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yep.
Now we'll just get that in a minute.
Perfect. Perfect. Now we're just gonna wait for it to cool.
Yep.
All right.
All right,
here we
we're
are
there.
at 40.
So, yeah.
So we ended up having to drop 2 of these little bags in.
With ice in there, so that'll drop down the temperature a little bit quicker. Be smarter. Don't overflow your pan like me, and it'll happen a lot quicker. It took a little bit extra time, but
But we made it.
yep.
So now after this, then we just put it straight into jars and then the refrigerator, and then you're good to go.
Yep. So
All right. So we came out here because I just wanted to show you the other baby goats that she has out here.
Yeah.
All right. So over here we have
Full blood boars and their mamas, babies and mamas. These will all be for sale. Maybe 1 or 2 out of there will be.
nice.
And then we have full blood boar moms over here. And then 1 crossbred to the right. She's got smaller ears.
Uh-huh.
But
And
she
then-
produced an amazing baby this year.
So now these are normally boar goats are normally used for meat.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And they also produce really great milk, and they have nice udders, as you can see on
Mhm.
like this mom. And these babies are 5 weeks old, 5 weeks old, 6 weeks old now.
Oh, look how
Yeah.
big they are.
So they're big, they're healthy, and moms are still producing, plenty of milk
Yeah.
for them. These
Nice.
moms over here, their babies are already gone and either sold or they're repinned right now so that they don't nurse on mom anymore.
Very nice.
So they can be ready to bred again.
All right. So there you have it. I'm excited. I'm excited to get a milk goat. I know we're going to get the milk goat.
They're fun. They're fun, and you bond with them. Dairy
And it's
goats
just gonna be so
are a
exciting.
different bond.
Yeah, I just love it. Okay, so that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. Take care. Be safe. I hope this helps you if you're interested in purchasing a dairy goat. Like, I've never had a dairy goat, but she's going to be here to help me.
Yes, we'll be
every
here.
step
My
of the way.
daughter has taught me everything I know,
And
and
her daughter got his full scholarship to college,
she
you guys.
did. She's going to be going off to UC Davis, and she's
To
going to
vet
become a
school.
large animal vet.
How exciting.
Yep.
So exciting. So full ride. How exciting is
Yeah, very exciting.
that? So there we have it. Milk goats. So take care. Be safe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.